EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Hunter Jordan Stout has us ready to get started. And off we go here in Baltimore. To return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get across the 20, welcome down 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
Making the read, this is Fields. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Second down, it's Fields. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go. 331. 331. All right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll take it on in. Arian Smith, touchdown Jets. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Justice Hill to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now Jackson on the move. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that will lead to a second down.
35-yard line.
Go ahead.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he gets this up close to the 40. Derek Nottie there to bring him down.
Brings up third and 6.
On third down, Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And I don't think he got there, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Get up, let's go. Get up. Yeah. 13. Go get him. 180. Hey, shut up. Get up.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat. He does the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
180.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it'll bring up second down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Jackson up top again. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's in! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The extra point is good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On first and 10, Fields. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll lead to a second down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Odafe Owe. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up third and long.
Here we go. 319, that's that.
Back to throw is Fields. Looking deep for Lazard. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he will get into the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down. Fields. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Catch made. Right side by Wilson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Fields now on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Now, Fields. Forced out wide. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Lots of space past the 45. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 36 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
2nd down, Jackson. Pass caught left side by Likely. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
We are through 1. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it, 2nd down and 2.
DC, ready? DC. Hey,
Jackson now, design bootleg. He's going to run with it. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Open is the tight end, Rucker. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake filled. First half continues. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Rolling to the left. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started.
Report!
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Quincy Williams in there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey!
They'll go again here with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They need 5.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Gibson to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Fields to throw. Pass is caught. That's Rucker, the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. 1st down and more to the 45. Reese Hall. And he will score. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. To the tight end, Blakely. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
2 seconds overs. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Forced out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The return, here comes Davis. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Back at the 13-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They go play action with Fields. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. And that's exactly how you teach it. And they want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Let's go. It's not.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. It is 2nd and 6.
Middle.
Going to go right back to Henry. Finds room inside the 40. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. A give right up the middle to Henry. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line. And the drive continues. First down.
And anytime you have one of these big backs, this is exactly the spot to use him. Just lower those pads, keep those legs moving. He's able to find just enough of a seam to pick up the first down.
Pass pulled in by Tracy.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And that one incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, like sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man right side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson. That is caught. And he's in. Hayden Hurst. Touchdown, Ravens.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, like the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Davis now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line.
Here we go. 319, let's go.
Fields now to throw on first down. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. First down, they'll run the option to the left. And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds, a loss of a couple.
Great job there by the defense just stringing that play out. He just kept waiting for something to open up. But it never really did, and he had no choice but to be forced out of bounds, and he'll take a loss.
Man in motion is Smith. Second down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes Hill on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run. It's Henry. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A big play there for Baltimore. 35 yards.
That's good for a
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8. Jackson up top again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target.
8 yards to go.
And it's going to bring up a third down. Again, it's Jackson. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Pistol give to Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Off play action. He'll set. And he can't get away. Down he goes. Back to 16.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Third and long for Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Jackson looking to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. It's important.
Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Henry. Touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey,
A first down throw for Fields. Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
319, next up.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
319, next up.
Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Man in motion is Smith.
319, next up.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option, choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Hey, Ozzy!
On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Kaiser White able to make the tackle.
22-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Alrighty! Press up! Shut up!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This throw, taken in by Hurst. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and
4. Here's Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
First down. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game. I feel like in this case, the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 9. Off the play action, here's Fields. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
The defensive line do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Here's first and 10.
And the Jets first down.
To throw is Fields. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't hold them up.
It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up.
There we go. Easy, easy. 58, we get that.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. On the move left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. Big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up from the 44-yard line. Here's second down and 6.
Go.
Here's Henry, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
McDonald on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
Here now, third and 5. Now Jackson gonna keep it here on the bootleg. And that is gonna be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
And this is just the defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, here's Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Quick, ready?
Look at the 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Here's the toss right side to Henry. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third and 12.
Hey, middle. Out, sit on.
On play action, here's Jackson. He's got Likely over the middle. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Hey, you change it.
Now Jackson on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down. Fields gonna hang on to this one. And a good push defensively. They're gonna get him down back at the 10. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They bounced back from the loss last week. They put in a determined effort to come away with the victory.